Awesome. My name is Michael Arredondo, co-founder of EyeRate, and we're reinventing engagement through reviews. I'd like to introduce you to Margie. Margie is the franchise owner of the Massage Envy in Sacramento. Her problem is that consumers today, 53% won't visit her business because she has less than 4 stars online, and her disengaged employees are costing her a ton of money. Now meet Jane. Jane has been a dedicated member of the Massage Envy for years, and she's part of the silent majority that have never left an online review. So as she checks in for her appointment, her information hits the iRate system, and she immediately receives a text message asking her to rate her overall satisfaction with that specific employee who's providing the service. Any unhappy responses notify management so they can retain that customer. But for the happy responses, our technology allows the customer to post on the popular review in social media outlets without jumping through a whole bunch of extra hoops. We encourage the customer to mention the employee by name in their post. And when this happens, the employee is incentivized with cash. Now, this is highly addicting for all parties involved. The customer has the immediate feedback loop, the business owner is watching their leads and reviews increase significantly, and the employee, a typical low-wage earner, has the opportunity to be able to increase their income. Outside of the value to the individual business owner, the corporate executive teams love this enterprise solution because they now have visibility into each location that they're managing across the country, broken down by specific employee. They could see the employee's job satisfaction, customer service scores, and how well that employee is helping market the brand. The product works so well that the corporate executive teams at Amazing Lash Studio and Massage Heights reached out to us, and we're in negotiation for a master service agreement for over 500 locations. This is over $1 million in ARR that will close out this year. In just 10 months' time, we've added 115 new customers, doing 22K in MRR, and through COVID, been able to maintain a 28% growth rate. After we monopolize the health and beauty franchise industry, we'll leverage those results in reputable brands within the health and beauty businesses. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. We've proven that this product is beneficial for a ton of other markets. Because of COVID, we focused on the remote service industry where we found great traction, and we've been able to attract some of the leaders in the cannabis industry. We'll get it to $1 million this year with our current team, reach 10 million by building out our world-class sales team and integrations with the top scheduling and CRM systems. I've known my co-founder Ray for the last 20 years, worked together most recently at Sequoia-backed startup Nimble RX, where we help scale and manage large sales teams. It's where we also met our advisor, Sean Johnson, who's put incredible products into some of the largest markets his whole career. Lastly, this is a message that Margie sent us after just a few weeks of partnering, got over 100 new Google reviews, taking her score up significantly and increased her revenue from the previous month. Thank you. My name is Michael Arredondo, co-founder of EyeRate, and we're reinventing engagement through reviews.
All right, Michael, great job. Okay, investors, Kristen Faulkner from Threshold, you back. Do you have a question for Michael?
Hi, yes. Have you ever had any adverse incentives from employees, maybe giving out discounts to get a high rating or things like that that might adversely impact the business itself?
Okay. Miranda from Firebrand, question for Michael.
Yes, I'm curious about how you differentiate with some of the other products for rating and reviews that are currently out on the market today.
Thank you. Stan from Farsight, question for Michael.
Yes, I do. Can you give us some history about the people you have covered so far? And what's the conversion rate for them to click through and respond to your request for comments? And how is that changing over time also?
Okay, great. Robert from Maven, question for Michael.
Yeah, I'd love to hear how you chose the health and beauty space as your beachhead market for this business.
Given that service businesses are often very hectic, like a beauty salon, everyone's on the go. Who's actually monitoring these reviews in real time? And how do the reviews reach the employees?
Okay, I mean, we'll get one more. Ben from NE, I do have a question for Michael.
Mainly around the, I think this was asked earlier, the idea that you could game the system here. How do you sort of prohibit or prevent or detect that, where folks could have anything from their friends coming in and giving them good reviews, or employees acting too aggressively to get that sort of final star?
All right, ready to tackle those, Michael?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 2 minutes, 3 to go.
Awesome. So the first, thank you all for showing up today. Like Jason said, crazy world we're living in. Christian, I'll start with your question. So discounts to employees based off the ratings, that's something that, yeah, our customers do for their employees based off of the internal responses for providing a high level of service. They'll do discounts for their services at the hair salon or lash salon. I heard a question around differentiation from others in the market. We're the only company that's focused on reimbursing the employees for the results. And that kind of gets into Robert's question and Stan about the conversion rate and why we chose health and beauty as our beachhead market. In those industries, if you think about the person who does your hair, it's usually the same person over and over. I know I've followed my barber for multiple shops. There's a relationship that's there. So when you're asking them to rate that specific masseuse or hairstylist, a lot of the times they have long-lasting relationships. By leveraging that relationship, it gets more of those happy customers to go and leave a review for that person and endorsing them. So the conversion rate is significantly higher. So Stan, to answer your question, we focused on this industry because we usually see about a 30% conversion rate from customers onto these other websites. Becca asked a question about monitoring the reviews. It's usually the store manager or the business owner. And then Ben, detect people from cheating the system. That's the best part about this. Reviews right now are wild, wild west. I can write a review for anybody else in the country. Since we're capturing the customer's phone number and making sure that they're a legit customer through the point of sale system, it's a way for us to be able to make sure that that customer actually came through the door versus just a friend that's going online and endorsing the friend or business. Thank you all for your questions.